BCRS, which is the Beverage Container Refund Scheme, has been effectively launched in mid-November 2022. Back then it was a big challenge for the country because no similar scheme has existed, and since then we've come a long way. Experience throughout Europe has shown that this is the best practice to optimize recycling, because when people are given an incentive to return the containers back, it effectively works out. And in Malta we have seen exactly these results. Malta in itself is pretty unique because it is one big city. We do not have also the big retail outlets which in most countries take care to hold the container return machines. As BCRS, we have distributed over 350 machines throughout the island between retailers and public. In addition, within the first year, we have achieved 80% collection rate, which was far beyond the initial expectations. In fact, by EU directive, we have to reach a 90% target by 2029, and the target has been moved to this year, where we are targeting to reach the 90% roughly 3 years ahead of the imposed target. In Malta, we have just one processing facility which caters for the collections of all the group of islands. We collect material from the RVMs and retailers every day, and there is also a schedule for what we call a manual scheme, which is for smaller retailers and the HORECA segment. All the material is transported to this location. All the material from the RVMs arrives in a crash state, and we sort it into different material sectors, which we then bale and prepare for export to recycle. In the case of the manual, all the material is received in its original state. We actually count it all, and after that we crush it and process it in a similar manner to the rest of the material. Once this is done, all our material is exported to different recycling companies within Europe. One item which is over and above the obligations is that DRS in Malta collects glass as well. PET and aluminium, we have exceeded this year the 85% mark, and with glass we are also very close. As I said, we're targeting 90% as well for this year. Glass presents its own unique challenges, but till now we have successfully managed to collect it. We have over 10 trucks and vans going around the island, and we also have between 14 and 18 what we call runners going around the island. What happens is that the runners are more agile, and they are going to every RVM several times per day, typically over 10 times per day, where they will check that the RVMs are still working properly, there is still voucher paper, and they also empty the RVMs from the containers. Then we have the trucks that at least in winter once per day, in summer more, they go to each and every single collection point that we have on the island and pick up the material in bulk and get it to the sorting center. During the busy summer seasons, we have different schedules where effectively the collection practically doubles. We collect close to 1 million containers per day, and what we do is that we increase the number of collections per day from machines and outlets, and also increase the number of hours that we work within the sorting facility. Typically, we manage to sort all our material within 16 hours per day, and we operate obviously every day of the week. The public hubs, as I said, are RVM machines which are not hosted by any specific store or outlet. These are located in strategic positions within all the villages and cities around the island, where they are conveniently located for the people living in the location or not that are passing by, so that they can deposit their containers without being obliged to visit a retailer. They, in the same way as the retailers, they are given a voucher. However, the vouchers from public hubs can be redeemed within any shop that redeems vouchers.
The HORECA sector is very important in Malta, and it plays a very important role in the success of the scheme. As Malta is a very touristic island, a significant share of beverage containers is consumed in restaurants, cafes, hotels, bars. So working closely within the sector is essential to ensuring that those containers are properly collected and returned to the scheme. We have worked with HORECA operators to develop collection solutions that fit within their daily operations, where basically we offer several ways for them to return their beverage containers. They can either use a B2B card at one of our public hubs where they can scan their card, they return their bottles, and then after the counting is done, they are refunded for the deposits of their bottles. We also provide a manual collection system where they can easily book their collection through a mobile application. They choose their preferred date. They have 25 free bags per month, and then we collect from right behind their doors, and the bottles are returned to BCRS for counting and eventual refunds. Their participation strengthens the overall system and ensures that containers consumed outside the home are also captured and recycled. While for hotels that are obviously larger operations, some of which were also provided with an RVM that works as a backend solution for their hotel for them to process their beverage containers.
Like any system that exists on such a wide scale, the success is not dependent only on one company. The success is dependent on having also a group of reliable suppliers and partners that are providing you with the necessary infrastructure. Sensoneo was one of those partners from day one when it came to digitalization and connectivity of all the RVMs and the system and data handling. Sensoneo was with us from day one, and today we are actually marking another landmark where Sensoneo has helped us also launch our own redeem server.
The decision to deploy the central redeem server was driven primarily by our commitment to continuously strengthen the reliability, the transparency and the scalability of Malta's Beverage Container Refund Scheme. The central redeem server provides exactly that, a single robust platform that improves voucher redemption oversight, enhances system efficiency, and enables faster troubleshooting and the operational monitoring across the diverse network of retailers in Malta, whether they are redeeming via their point-of-sale solutions or whether they are redeeming through the BCRS mobile app. In fact, the central redeem server also integrates seamlessly with the BCRS mobile application, allowing retailers who do not operate POS integrated solutions to also redeem vouchers using a simple and secure mobile interface. This ensures that the scheme remains accessible to all retailers, irrespective of their size, while maintaining the same level of validation and reporting accuracy. We are very pleased to have partnered with Sensoneo on this project. The collaboration has been very positive, and we are grateful for the expertise and support Sensoneo brought throughout the development and deployment phases. The response during and following the implementation has been very encouraging. The successful rollout demonstrated that the strong collaboration between POS providers, Sensoneo, retailers, and the scheme operator, BCRS, highlighted Malta's ability to implement advanced technological solutions and digital infrastructure to a national circular initiative, where we saw the integration of different voucher setups, as we see vouchers that are issued from public hubs that are redeemable at every retail store in Malta, vouchers that are issued from RVMs that are hosted at retail that are then specifically redeemable at that retail outlet or their chain of outlets, and also incorporating different POS suppliers with their different technologies and their different needs. So all this shows how through close partnership and collaboration and innovation, I'd say, a complex ecosystem with multiple stakeholders and redemption channels can be brought together into a single and efficient platform for redemptions. Looking ahead, I'd say that the Central Redeem Server provides a scalable foundation for the future of the scheme. It allows to further optimize operations, strengthens the system oversight, and continues the improvement of and efficiency, transparency of the scheme.
We are actually getting a lot of questions. You mentioned Portugal. We had also questions from Greece. We are a bit specific because of the size, the way we operate, the fact that we also have public hubs, and especially the success of the manual collection. Whilst in a lot of countries, manual correction is less than 5%. In this country, about 15% of the collection is collected through the manual scheme, which logistically is more difficult, it's more challenging, but we have been successful in collecting all these containers that normally would have found their way to the waste stream, that some of it would not even be recycled. Our next milestones are, as I said, major milestone is meeting the 90% target and collection rate. This starts becoming a bit of a challenge once we already exceeded in some streams the 87%. For this reason, we will be working on some more schemes or ways of collection so that we make it easier for certain segments of the Maltese society that find it a bit more difficult to return the containers, so that we make it easier for them. This will include also the HORECA segment.